So we're going to talk about envelope printing today. So we're going to envelope printing using our Royal Mail PPI mark. So with our Royal Mail PPI mark, we've got to make sure that we've got it in within the parameters of what Royal Mail specify. So it should be within the 4 centimeters down and 7 centimeters in this block here. So that's our main objective, is to get it in here. On the here we're going to put our address over on this side. You can put it along the bottom here if you want, or you can put it on the back, but if you put it on the back you've got to put it through the machine twice, do a 2 print process basically. So we're just doing a 1 print process, so it's just easier just to put it on here. So what we need to do is first get our PPI mark from Royal Mail. Once we've got the barcode, then we can print it off onto an A4 sheet, like I've done. So here I've used a bit more quality paper just because I get better print mark out on, rather than using standard print paper. Just I've used like a 120 GSM piece of paper. It just makes it a little bit more stands out a little bit more when you go to do the master print. Okay, so you get master print. All we need to do is lift up the copy lid, pop it onto our screen as you would a photocopier, measure it up onto A4, close the lid, and what happens is in here you've got a master, what's called a master drum. So just to show you that, so you can see on here you've got what's called a master sheet, and what that does is it'll pour the ink onto the drum, and then it will make a mark using the heat, because it's like a thermal. So you can see our mark just through there. You can see our marks being made onto this drum unit here. Okay, so masters you get come in a big roll like this, 200 per sheet, and they get stored. That gets stored up onto here. You feed that into the machine, and it falls down, goes down onto that path there, and gets pulled around. When you do a master, we'll do that in a minute, and you'll see. I'll just close the lid. Ink goes in this part here. Clicks in. So this is black ink, so we're just doing black only. So if you need to do reds, orange, greens, any other different colour to add to it, you would need a different drum for every colour that you do, and obviously a different ink for every colour that you do. So we're just doing black today. So we'll just slide that in. Click it in. Close the lid. Pop our envelopes in. I've just got them up there. You can kind of, obviously, if you wanted to add A4 paper, and you can print off anything on A4 paper that you want, basically printed really extremely fast. On the controller, what we do is we do a master, so we're just going to do it as an image. Lower it with ink saving mode, always a good thing, because then you don't get any, because it's so fast, the ink doesn't get time to dry sometimes. So we put ink saving mode so it doesn't put so much, and the ink won't smear on the bottom when you pick it up. So we do a master sheet, so we just press, if we do 2, just to make sure that the print's okay. So we just press on the master. So you can see it spinning around in there. So it's taking the old one off and putting a new one on. So you can see that we've got our printed document. So the first one, you can see it's a little bit faded because it's the first print batch. So you want to check the first kind of 3 just to make sure they're okay. And once you're happy with it, and then with the parameters, then you can go away and then you can press like 999. So you've got 3 different speed settings. You've got lowest speed, which is about 60 per minute. You've got second speed, which is about 90 per minute. And then you've got full speed at 130. So we go ramp up to full speed straight away. And then you can see. So when it runs out of envelopes, it will just stop automatically. So. Your waste masters, so when it produces a new one, just click that, and then just under here is waste area. You just take the blue thing out there and then slide off the waste that you've got there. Close it down. You can see just on mark, just up there. I don't think you can see it. You can see the mark just on there. Cool. Lots of other different options that you can do on the screen as well.